Okay, I've updated my build list for the turn, so that's how it's looking, and you can see I've got, well, mainly outposts actually, rather than fully fledged colonies at the moment. Got a caravel going there because I couldn't basically build much else apart from that. I am going to build that obelisk. I know where I'm going to make it. It gives extra happiness as well as influence, so I think the Coron system with 5 planets would be a great place to stick it, maybe, actually. Maybe Crass. I'm going to put in one of those. It's going to take a while before I'm able to do that though, so maybe I should make it now, arguably. In fact, yeah, change again. Keep on changing my mind with this. Probably need influence at the moment. Hopefully I can destroy it and remake it somewhere else. I'm also going to change my tech this turn. I think I'm getting to a point where I want some combat ships. So, let's stop that and add that instead. So that's going to give me the Velm class, which is an attacker, and the Drev class, which is protector. So they have slightly different modules that you can put on them. So I'll probably get a few of those out and maybe go and pay the fleet a visit and we'll get some more combat. Right, so let's end a turn. If we look here, you can see the Empire scores as well. We're not actually top. In fact, we're bottom out of those, so that's worrying. Something which also is arguably worrying. Look how big that influence is. I haven't really paid an awful lot of attention to that. That's allowed them to get those worlds. They must be making a lot of influence buildings to allow them to do that, I would imagine. Having said that, though, we've actually found a new minor race. I'll come back to you in a second. And a major race. I'll come back to you in a second. Yeah, they've got a couple of planets colonized there, so that's certainly going to help them out. There's 12 population. Right, so what were these pop-ups? The Vodiani and our church acknowledge you. So this is Saint Xavier AI. Victims of a classic cycle of over-industrialization, the Vodiani were saved by technology culled from ruins of the virtual endless. These precursors quickly gained an aura of divinity in the eyes of the Vodiani and are now worshipped as gods. Clothed in their great black suits of borrowed technology, Vodiani leaders pilot their great arcs across the starlings, seeking other peoples to convert, control, and consume. Their affinity is shipbound. Vodiani populations live on great arcs and colonize systems in a unique way. When arcs anchor in an unpopulated system, they exploit all its colonizable planets simultaneously. Arcs can be gained by leeching captive populations and amassing a unique resource essence. They are fast travelers, fearless warriors, legendary heroes, and they have a minus 20% ship cost on systems because they have assimilated the Mavros, who I believe we just met as well. The personalities: Paragon, Cruel, and Restless. And they are doing not that well, only 203 score, so they're below us actually. The Mavros are actually closely linked to the Sophons. I'm not going to read all of that, but basically they're militant Sophons of a slightly different species. Okay, so they are warmongers, and that's the minus 20% off ship cost, which I would have very much liked. Their location, and that doesn't surprise me, is up there. So yeah, it looks once they've been assimilated, you can't un-assimilate them unless you conquer them, basically, by the looks of things. So that's a shame. Let's press done there. Academy's up to level 5. We should be getting another hero next turn. Could do with a combat hero actually. Your empire now has access to Transvine. Must have got it on a new planet or something. Okay. And that can do an expedition. Or should it? Well, we know the Sophon are down there, we know the Cravers are there, we know the Vodiani are up there now, so we found everyone. Wouldn't mind sending a probe down there actually, but yeah, I'll keep on doing the expeditions for now. I'll do that one. may actually be helping these guys out by finding the stuff out. Super spuds, best spuds in the universe, and we can check them out there. So what do they do? Highly modified tubers that provide a near indestructible food source perfected by the Ender scientist Vod Ahon. System development, construction buyout. There's nothing that great then really. But having said that, for us, the Lumeris might be not bad at all, since we have so much money. Okay, I've got money to spend. What the hell am I spending it on is the question. Well, I can't colonize those, sadly. I haven't found any planets that I can colonize anywhere else around here. Maybe that's another reason to send out a probe. So I do have a couple of systems here that I can colonize still though. So let's do that one. 458 the cost has gone up to. Could even spend that now to quicken things up, but I don't think I will. And I'm actually short gonna be for doing that one, so maybe I should have done the other way around. That can wait for expeditions, and let's end the turn. Okay. Oh, right, new hero, and we've got a couple of, well, one new race, Seeker, Vodiani, scientists. I'll come back to that shortly. More population. Let's move that on. Okay, I've got shitloads of expeditions here to do. Let's do that one. Titania. Deciduous trees. Friendly locals anomaly. Manpower. Titanium. Huge deserts next. Ruins and dust. And Hyperion. I'm actually out of things to use this on, actually. I've run out then. Oh, there's one left though, so I've got to wait there. That can do that. You know what? I'm going to send a probe out. Who knows, there might be a colony or something I can get down here somewhere, so let's do that. Okay, production. Built the caravel there, and there's not really much I can make here apart from another one. Okay. There is a tech that allows you to switch production into money, for example. I would quite like that at the moment, or actually to be able to make combat ships. I could turn that scout into a combat ship, but yeah, I don't think I will. Just wait for the proper combat ship to come in. Right, so we've already got this guy. I haven't got her. She is a Seeker, and she is Lumeris. So Lumeris have additional skills that around discovery and acquisition of wealth. Vodiani, on the other hand, will be adept at control, command, and spreading their influence. So you can see here, 10, 12, those are fleet statistics. I want a fleet hero now, so I am going to hire Cleve Saint Sayota. Okay. Let's assign her some skills. So she's plus 10 science and system, plus 2 movement. There's not much point in me assigning her skills yet, really. since I'm going to put on a fleet eventually, and they won't help on the planet anyway, so might as well wait. So let's stick her on a system. It's a question of which one. Right. So I think I'm gonna put her on Mataka for no massive reason. Small forest temperate. Yeah, don't think I have any bonuses for that. So we get an extra 10 science by doing that. And I'm going to put her on a... Once I've got some combat ships, I'll stick her on a combat ship. And I can also colonize this turn Gracias. Gracias. Right, that's done. And I think, yeah, that's everything I can colonize now. I need more colonization tax. So the most one, that's probably the place I want to colonize the most to prevent anyone, well, the Sophons from getting it. So I need ash, but it's not that important. Okay. To colonize planets within a system, you actually have to do it with production, I think. Although maybe it might be possible with empires that have colony ships to colonize in that way. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's something I need to find out. Right, Outpost on Leo finally became a colony, as did on Gano. We've completed business is unusual, so the reward is perfected operations. So it's got up to level 5, that's why. I think it's the hero that we just got. Now, that's what I call talents, a leader that can pull things into shape and get us ready for the next step. The big one, making sure we had the context to keep everything going smoothly. So I can't actually find out what that is from the screen because it disappears before I can move over there. Right, so we've got another main quest here by the looks of it. I was filtering reports and the reports were good. Our sales were up, the Mios clans and affiliates were happy with business, and all the regulatory inspectors were 3 jumps behind when it came to keeping up. Still, Arden looked like somebody had sugared his cod. Nobody gets it. This is just the same old stuff. Old chum in new packaging. That's not a big opportunity. You know what is? He opened his mouth to say it, but I beat him to it. Dust, sure. But right now it's good as a currency standard and I don't want to get crazy about it. When the opportunity comes, we'll move. But I'm not going to kill the sweet deals we have going for something risky. Something that might cause bad blood. He was fuming, pacing, just a fish who wanted to swim with the sharks before his teeth were even formed. Right now, we have 2 things going. The Mios and the Lancelum are allying to grow the trade routes, capture resources and expand our markets. The Amokar and Lancelum are going full exploitation, real estate, commercial buildings, entertainment complexes, and we can go with either one. As soon as we solve our problem, he leaned in. He didn't like that word either. See, the politicos and the paper pushers are screaming for attention. New laws, restrictions, inspections, all the stuff we wanted to leave behind. It isn't fun, but it's critical as oxygen. Regulations, politics, influence. I gave him a list of names, addresses, vulnerabilities and secrets, lobbyists, and I told him to get to work. He was about to go digging in the smelliest parts of the Lumeris bilges. So we have a choice between zoning laws and trade laws. So reach 80% pacifist in your Senate, trading company policy program, which gives 15 happiness on systems per trade company HQ, and we would have to spend a lot of influence to get that also, which I really lack at the moment. Or we could go for the industrial side, which is a lot cheaper on influence, and we only need minimal industrialist support. I think this is by far the choice I should go for, because getting 80% pacifist, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. So I'm going to go for zoning laws, which I should be able to do. Hopefully. Next election's in 10 turns time. Okay, so colony on Gano. Let's get that. What type of world is it? It's hot, tropical, dense atmosphere. That's very similar. Right, so strategic resources. There isn't. Oh, there's one on there actually. So maybe I would want to colonize it and switch across. I'll put that up and then I'll have to come back to this. So what was that? That was Gano, wasn't it? And Leo. Start with that. Both of those are inhospitable. I haven't actually done all of the searching on here, but I think I sent a ship over to it. Hot, tropical, huge. Now, I do have a governor which gives bonuses on large. I want to see if it works on a huge planet as well, I think. So I'm going to move that around in a bit. Okay. So, which governor is it? Let's inspect this guy. So yeah, he has one on large and has food and production. So I'm thinking about sending him there at the moment. That's Cold World, which that certainly isn't, and he also has the large bonus. So I'm gonna send the big guy. Gen Hystrodrevmios. It's that new planet. And okay, from hero skills plus 10. Boiler room, planet, super tax. Yeah, I don't think it counts for huge there. It should be 20, shouldn't it? With this guy. So it's a bit weird that it's only large worlds and not huge as well. Huge is larger than large, if you see what I mean. So you'd think it might count, but it doesn't. Okay. He's alright there though, still. Right, yeah, that's nearly coming in there. 3 ships to move. I think I've done all of the colonies. My approval will probably start to be lowering pretty soon, especially with the amount of colonies I'm going to have soon. So I've got to find a ways to get more happiness, more than likely, coming up. Okay. There's a happiness tech in the second area. Could go for. And there's other things as well. Lots of other things. Okay. I gotta figure out what to spend on my dust on as well. Right, so I've got 2. You can actually go into this base, and I may actually do so. I can't really go over there yet. I've got that up there, so I can send that away. Yeah, I'm gonna pay a visit then to. I haven't done the expeditions in both. Yeah, I'll come down here when I'm able to. I don't have an expedition spare. Did I complete a ship here recently? Yes, I did. So that can come to there. Right. And what's left? That can wait as well. Population. Right, money, I gotta take a second to figure out what I'm gonna spend out. There doesn't seem to be a way to buy buildings from the screen, so I would suggest that Amplitude needs to add that. I'm gonna have to come into these and buy them. So I'll buy that, And I think I'll buy the other one as well on Gobies. Is that the same cost? Even though it's... I'm not going to buy that. I'm going to see what the cost is next turn. Okay. So let's go back to Leo. No, it does go down. Was that the right one? No, I don't know. Doesn't seem an awful lot of reason to buy that now since it's only 3 turns away. That's 1,000. Okay, let's get moving anyway. Right, I've got a few combat ships that can do an expedition. Hollow planets and manpower. New events, lunchtime. Run. You enter the atmosphere of this planet to a wondrous sight, a migrating swarm of giant airborne creatures, soaring idly through the air like a fleet of dirigibles. Your wonder turns to fear, however, when the creatures start attacking or attaching themselves to your ship's hulls. The banging of mandibles of sheet metal echoes through the interior. So we get -2 move point on that fleet. And I can't scroll down if there is a scroll there. But we get extra shield capacity, I think. Right. And I think I've done everything there. Leo, let's start doing some expeditions. Yeah. Okay. More spuds, nice. Jadnix, which is probably better. That's a production one. Still can't use those yet. I don't know how many techs away with from being able to. 3, 4 maybe. Depends what I go for, basically. I've got one more to do. I'm going to... Yeah, it does look like this is isolated. I'm going to send that... Which direction is that probe going in? I can't make it out. I'll just block it up there. And let's make a move on the Mars system. 9 turns to get there. Okay. That's expedition. Loads left here still. Okay. That's there's expeditions to do up there. I guess maybe I should run it up there then. Okay, tech. We picked up those new ships. I want to get that minor race on side near to us, so let's pick that up now. I think next. 5 turns, I need more science as well, so probably back to science then maybe. Or there's a lot of good era 2 techs as well I want. Okay. Production. Let's go to Erie. I think I'm going to be making combat ships here, there's not much to make. Oh, hang on a second, specializations. So, neither of these actually have cold or dry, but I think I want science the most at the moment. Okay. I haven't done that yet. Right, so Hero got a level up, he's on level 5. We don't need this particularly, so I'm going to go for that. Okay. colonies on colonized planets. Cold Arch. I don't think I actually have any planets that I've yeah, Area's actually got a couple of colonized planets. I think that's the only one. Does that have 2 anomalies or 1? He's actually there already, okay. Right, that's done. I've got a ton of money to spend and I need to actually design some ships. So I have the choice of the brig and the junk. They're both the new ships. Let's take a look at these then. So this is the protection, protector class ship. So it's got 1/2 weapon slots, 3 support slots, 2 defense slots. I've got fuck all to be honest in terms of modules at the moment. I haven't researched it yet. So yeah, it's not an awful lot I can put on there. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to bother with that one. What I am going to bother with though is the brig, the attacker. Just take these off and redesign it myself. Right. Ah, is there more for this one? Yeah, I think there is for some reason. Don't know why. So damage per second, critical hit chance, and energy. That's the type. This short range, 40 cost. So I'm probably looking for damage per second in the main, I guess. That's projectile. That has medium as well. And that is a laser. So we have all 3 types, do we? Or 2 types, we don't have missile. So that's 11, 10% energy. Average on long, optimal on medium. I just wanted, well, that does the most damage. The thing is though, it takes time to get to short range and you probably get shot at before you can. So there are downsides with this, but I think I'm going to go for the short range pinch beams. Here, and probably, yeah, just those. Right. Okay. Can see him firing a bit. The defense. Projectile defense. I'm gonna go for this one, which is same cost actually. So we can have at least 2 of those, and there is one available for short. One module available here, so I can have a health bonus and a movement point. Which, considering we only moved 2, I think we have the speed bonus though. So in reality, it should be 5 after I've given that, which I will. So these are going to cost 383, 47, 56, 1 command point for not exactly amazing, but it's the first combat ship. Let's apply the design. So that is the Brig 2. And what do I want here? Should I put that in front of it? I think I will. I'll get one more caravan as well. And I've got some money. So what is taking a long time? That's taking 7 turns. So let's get that going. And the next in the list can be more production. Need to get that colonized at some point as well. What's the food like here? 54. We're growing 5 turns. I haven't got a single food tank yet, I think. So maybe I should have picked that up. I don't know. Seem to be growing okay. What I'm wondering is, can influence flip your systems? It might be possible. If that is the case, then that system there could be in trouble. Corom just turned into a colony. Money has dipped a bit recently, I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, Well, that will explain something. Plus 10 on systems on Empire, so we just lost that. 50% of the galaxy has now been explored. That's something. Right, let's take a visit to Corom then. Let's get up that. It's got 3 colonizable planets here. 2 of them are cold, which I have a hero which gives bonuses to cold worlds, but I think they have to be colonized first, so I might want to get those up reasonably soon. 8 turns. Do we have the boreal tech already? Yeah, it seems that we do. So that's got 11 food. I want to colonize that pronto. I think I'm even going to buy it. And the others, there's no forest and there's no strategic deposits. 280. I gotta want to put my population here, I think, first, because it's so much food, if I'm reading that correctly. And it does have a strategic deposit, so, but that would be better. Well, short term arguably, but 5 against 4 for 1 population, so that's better. I'll put that in next. Will be very quickly better. Okay, that's done. Population there. Let's move our ships on. That one can do expedition. And that is Transvine. Wait. That's arrived in the asteroid belt. I've got 3 of these. Let's send one down there. And I'll move on to Kima. Okay, and what next? Caravel Brig. Well, I think that's okay. Probably keep about 1k back just for, you know, safety reasons, I guess. In case I need it for something emergencies. We have that Caravel in there now.